Greetings Marines, FiOth here, and in this vid, after many requests, I will be modding the pulse rifle, the starting pulse rifle, arguably the best weapon in the game, for every class that can use it individually. Okay, so we'll mod it for the demo, we'll mod it for the gunner, we'll mod it for the doc, and we'll mod it for the recon. I have to let you know beforehand, the gunner and demo configurations are not that much different because I couldn't really see how to give them any extra flair for this classes specifically. But when it comes to the doc and when it comes to the recon, we are looking at some interesting configuration options. The fact that we got the loadout slots in the last update allows for that much more experimentation without thinking that, oh, if I take something out, then I'll have to come back and put it back in, I might forget what I was using, all that bad stuff. So without further ado, let's start with the Recon. Okay, so this is my gunner and demo setup for the pulse rifle, and I'm gonna explain why I am using everything that I'm using in every slot. Don't forget guys, I have modding guides for every single gun in the game. For certain ones I have more than one. I will list the playlist by the end of this one so you can jump in and get what you need. So, medium muzzles I go ported compensator. Now I have to be totally honest with you guys, ported compensator when available is very hard to pass up, okay? It is excellent that 20% fire rate and 40% stability is insane, and unless you're looking for something very specific in the utility of the weapon, you want to go ported compensator. Ported compensator is one of the best attachments in the game, and it should be used whenever possible unless you're going for something very niche. Magazines, casket mag for 20% more fire rate and 40% max ammo. With the gunner, you're gonna be very mobile and you wanna gun enemies down and get back to a relatively safe position. The demo can also build up more damage by using clear the room stacks. So more fire rate means that you'll be able to empty your magazine faster and take advantage of those stacks before they expire. The extra ammo, of course, is always needed because on Extreme Insane you don't have enough ammo to go from box to box. From medium optics I go red dot, gives you extra accuracy, weak point damage, effective rates and zoom magnification. Can't really go wrong with this. It is the best all-around sight for this kind of approach, and of course we don't want an actual scope like the dual optics for example, because you lose too much awareness and there is rarely a reason to have that much range on a weapon like this. I suggest you go red dot, well-rounded, very utilitarian, and it will serve you well. Now we're gonna go to the dock configuration. Here I went a little bit differently, I'm gonna explain why. Again, ported compensator because it's Bay, you want it, you know it, let's get it. I didn't go casket mag, but I went for drum mag. The reason is very specific. With the dog you're not the primary damage dealer. No, even with a new perk you are not the primary damage dealer. You just ain't, okay? So you want to have large magazine capacity to keep a steady stream of lead going towards the enemy's heads. The good thing is that it also gives you more ammo, not as much as casket, but it gives you more ammo, and it gives you 25% reload speed when the magazine is empty. So as long as you just keep firing and don't manually reload when you're pushed, you will get an extra fast reload animation when your magazine empties. How fast? Well, I'm gonna show you. Dock configuration, as you can see. You will notice that I have a very long stream of bullets, and this is a reload really fast. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, we're going hybrid optics, and this is because it will give you handling and accuracy, but it also gives you extra damage at the expense of some fire rate. That means you have a very precise weapon over large distances with better magnification to lay down suppressed fire to the enemy with an extended magazine capacity, so you can keep dishing the pain, causing stumble and killing stuff, of course, whilst also retaining some utility that if you go full damage you would have lost. You can't augment your damage too much unless you go for very specific builds, but you can get an extra 10% by using hybrid optics. For a fast firing weapon like this, 10% more damage is a big deal, guys. I really suggest you try this. It works very, very well. Now let's go Recon, and this is the most interesting build by far. We're starting with ported compensator here as well. I thought of boosted flash hider for a moment, but it really doesn't bring that much weak point damage when you think about it, because the weapon has a pretty low starting point, and trying to augment for crit is not ideal in my opinion, but you can always benefit from the firing rate and stability. Now, because the Recon has an infinite amount of ammo, it is the best class to use smart rounds on. That gives you extra fire rate, extra stability, extra handling, and plus 20% aim assist. You will feel the snappiness of the aim assist if you use this. And also, don't forget that the Recon benefits from building stacks from getting crits. Having high aim assist will snap easier on the target, giving you that much needed space to reposition the reticle to their heads or weak points and just hammer it, get the kills and get the stacks. Highly recommend you try this. Initially, when I was modding guns for this game, I used the smart rounds on many weapons. Then I was like, yeah, this is optimal for the weapon's performance, but you really are gonna need the extra ammo on higher difficulty settings. So I took smart rounds out of many of my configuration and went with casket. Here you can surely use smart because, as I said, you have an infinite amount of ammunition because it's a Recon, of course. Now for medium optics we will go laser sight. Accuracy and weak point damage and enemies are revealed for 3 seconds on hit. Now why is this so important? When I made a vid back in the day explaining why revealing enemies is important and why it's not just fancy wording, but the Recon always benefits from this. You and your teammates deal an additional 10% damage to revealed targets. Revealed targets are always available when using the Recon by having pops, okay? But if you have Red is Dead on and you are using the laser sight, even when the pops are not running, and you won't be able to keep them up at all times, they have a cooldown, you are still getting the benefit of Red is Dead whenever you focus fire on anything. And sometimes you'd get pushed by Praetorians and Warriors and Crushers, and you want that extra damage to be available, and it will be available always on demand as soon as you just hit the enemy with one bullet out of a fully automatic firearm, which is a very, very easy thing to do. So the Recon acts as a universal damage buffer for the entire team just by firing at the enemy. No need to do anything fancy, just fire at the enemy and the laser sight will take care of the rest. This is a very balanced approach for the gun. Really enjoyed using this. Give it a go, and of course I'm always open to suggestions and ideas in the comment section below. So guys, as you probably already noticed, I am not dishing out the class builds as fast as I wanted to because I simply don't have the perks. I'm shit out of luck, they're not dropping. It's fine, I don't want to just spend my entire day opening caches because I'm gonna burn out, and when it comes time to do a 4 or 5 hour stream for you peeps, I won't have the energy in me, I'll be feeling dead inside. But this will get patched and we will be able to get the perks by utilizing the bad luck draw that the game previously had implemented, so it was never a hassle to get the perks, and we will be able to get them, and I will make new builds for every single kit. I already made one for the Phalanx and one for the demo. The Phalanx perk I already got, and the demo's secret perk isn't really to my liking, so I wouldn't really use it anyway. You can go and check them out. They are in my character builds playlist. If you have any suggestions or if you want to see more guides like this of modding specific weapons for individual classes, just let me know. I'll see what kind of traction this vid gets, and according to that I am gonna get my priorities in order. Sub, like, and share for more content like this. If you really want to help the channel peeps, consider getting a membership or visit my Patreon. Really important to keep the lights on. It's been FiOth. Wait for us to stream on Monday as always, and until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!